the last episode that I talked about, we met, as you can see, Fire Poker San. Very, very pretty, very hot lady. You know, she's best girl, top waifu of redo of Healer Fire Poker San. No new rees, no rees, GG. Okay, easy money. Now for episode 3 on, we follow as Healer San. He goes, the healing master, healing Sama, basically goes on a 3-episode journey where he buys a slave girl, knocks up one of the sword maidens, and builds a harem of girls who are totally into him that he has fucked. Basically, this girl here, as you can see, is an ice wolf clan, wherever. You don't really need to know any of this shit. It's not. All you need to know is he keeps fucking pink-haired bitch throughout the whole thing. Pink-haired bitch becomes like this huge, new, like kind of like nice girl who's like, I love everyone and whatever, even though before she was like a bitch slut. And I don't know the age of this girl here, but you need to have your eternal lollies, right? And so he starts selling drugs or whatever the fuck it is, like a cure to like an illness in this like free town by an ice wolf village or whatever. And he stumbles upon her, this ice girl, and it was a Sayatana. I don't really remember her name. It doesn't really matter. Who cares? Again, Fire Poker San isn't in the picture, so I don't give two shits at this point. I need Fire Poker San to come back. When Fire Poker San Best Girl comes back, that's when I'll care about the show again. So he romances her, has sex with her a couple times. We see some of his flashbacks where he was like pretty brutally raped and murderized. This is from 3 4. This is like episode 3 to 5. I'm just putting them all in one fucking episode because there's nothing much to talk about. He then throughout this basically sells medicine, becomes really rich, buys her the slave, then basically is like, I'm gonna make her my own property and get her to follow me to the ends of the earth by basically promising her revenge so that she'll become my eternal slave. Oopity doo. And so that's what he decides to do. He's going to help save her and protect her or whatever and let her do her revenge by basically, because she can't get any more powerful. So you know what you do, the healers in this world, hey, you get some of that sweet seed from the healing Sama, you're going to fucking go, for any of the heroes, you'll go up, up, up in rank. That's why he was so brutally raped in the first place. And so, he spreads his seed around, and so does Sure. She also romances her as well into of course, in any isekai, this is not even isekai, crap magic show with a harem, orgies, am I right? But again, Fire Poker San isn't in it. Isn't hot, isn't good. You gotta protect Fire Poker San. You haven't apologized. Fuck you for that. And so he does all this shit, romances her, fucks her in the ass, does all this shit. They do all this shit, and there's just multiple sex scenes here and there. And then we get into like episode, I don't know, like 4. He helps her get her revenge by saving the Ice Wolf clan, and she kills off all those people. Great time. So amazing. Such a fucking beautiful animation, beautiful music, beautiful score. We don't hear the click clack, crick crack, quick crack this time. Instead, we hear shing 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 as she cuts her fucking, as he does like some fucking sword techniques and shit. And then he all of a sudden meets this bitch, and she's like an actually pretty okay character in comparison. Like, she's generic, but she's like the best character in the whole show. And he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna put some fucking drugs, because she's like, I'm gonna kill you for killing the people of this empire, even though those soldiers were like the same people who were like raping like a bunch of like the fucking ice wolf demi-humans and putting them into slavery. He's like, fuck you for touching, I think she punches her or something, and he's like, you don't touch my property, so instead I'm gonna fucking fuck you up, I'm gonna make you my property from now on, bitch. And so he does. And he basically romances her, gets her into this situation that we see here, where these two fucking being like, I wanted some of that action, which I think he totally can with a little bit of a 3-way, 4-way orgy, you know what I mean? But again, it doesn't matter unless you have Fire Poker San in the picture. I've said it before. And so he gets her into the thing, beats her up in her own like sword fighting style, then basically uses an aphrodisiac, I don't remember, aphrodisiac? Whatever, it's like a drug that makes people horny. and he gets her to do that, then goes on to screw her, and then lets her go because he's like, oh, I've broken the sword saint in two, so now she's mine, or whatever the fuck he's on. And so that's really how the episode. Oh, the episode doesn't end there. The episode ends with here. Let me cut there real quick. I'll cut to that scene. You'll still see the tabs. I'll cut there real quick, like that. All right. So I don't know if this is like the right picture, but basically you get the point. You know, the healing guy basically changed Reynard's face, the captain, into this horrid thing. I don't know what this Japanese says, and I'm pretty sure this is Reynard, but I don't know, and I don't care what it says. I hope I do not fucking get fucking whatever happens to me. So besides the point, we just see at that end of the episode, Reynard's like trying to find fucking the healing Sama, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking fuck this kid, I'm gonna kill him, and behind him is like a bunch of slaves, which I'm assuming he's gonna rape or something for like XP or something. I don't know. This fucking world doesn't make any sense. None of the fucking powers make sense. None of the fucking anything makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is when you see Fire Poker San, and that's about it. So remember, everyone, when you really want to get a great shot, when you want me to feel really invested, bring back Fire Poker San, because Fire Poker San is best girl. No matter what happens from episode 2 on, if this show gets another season, I will always be waiting for Fire Poker San to get her fucking justice. I need her back. I need her as my best waifu. Let's go. Oh, and if you want my thoughts on the episodes, it's kind of boring. There's a couple sex scenes here and there. You know, if you're into that shit and into all this weird shit, that's for you. But for me, Fire Poker San holds a place in my heart. Do not sully her name. And that's about it. That's how I feel about Redo of Healer so far. I'll watch episode 6 Wednesday and I'll tell you all about it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel something big is going to happen in episode 6, but I don't know. We'll see.